I'm going to sit here for a minute. Excuse me. I think I'll make this a little bit bigger. Okay. So right now, what we are going to do is I'm trying to figure out, because I have a couple body cam videos that I wanted to do. Right now, I'm trying to find the live on my laptop. Okay, here it is. So then I can start oops. So I can start like reading the chat, because your guys' chats don't come up on at the moment. There we go, I found it. Okay. I'm going to add the description. Alright, so what we have right now is we have, I believe it's 2 body cam footages. Okay, so we have the first one that we're going to be watching. Obviously, I'll leave this on so you guys could go subscribe to this channel real quick. Also, I will link it in the description box below so you guys can go and see it. Right now, we have Karen goes absolutely ballistic after she assaults 3 flight attendants. This one is kind of lengthy. It's 26 minutes. This other one is, I believe, is shorter, that we're going to be watching. Yeah, this one's like 20 minutes, so kind of like the same. So, we have cop's drunk girlfriend humiliates him in front of the entire department. Lovely. My girlfriend did this, so God. So right now, it looks like we had 3, because I just found another one, maybe 4. To be honest, it might just be 4, because we have the one that's right there, the one I just told you guys about, and we have 2 more that I actually really want to see. So yeah, let's get into this Pink's cousin, I guess. Why does she have a haircut?
September 12th, 2023. Officers were called to the airport in regards to a highly intoxicated woman who was acting belligerent that got kicked off the flight.
Did she just say Batman?
I'm standing over here. I want you to go deal with that man saying get my ass beat.
That.
Go, then deal with that him. Great, go. Deal with him. No, I'm going to deal with you first. Okay? So you can go stand over here so we can talk. I can go what? Come on, tell me.
We're going to walk out. Okay. Sit down.
You actually don't. I'm not assaulting anyone. I'm not doing anything. No. I'm not doing.
Sometimes I look at people and I wonder, do people really think that they can talk to the police like this and expect to not get put in handcuffs? Because to me, I feel like someone would be put in handcuffs especially if I talk to the police like that. It's either you're going to get tased or you're going to get put in handcuffs. Why do people talk to other people like that?
Sit down. What is going on? I heard you from all the way down there. Did she assault somebody?
When I ran up, she was in the corner. She had her camera in the face of one of them, and they were all grouped together.
Where's your driver's license ID? Charles Day, we got one. Handcuffs. Charles Day, we got one.
Where's your ID? Listen, the faster you work with us, the the faster we can know what's going on. Because right now, it's completely escalated. Okay? Can you give me your name?
Who did she hit or touch? What happened? Those three.
What did you say the captain said? What did you say the captain
How's it going? Yeah, everyone okay? Okay. Okay. Did she hit or touch or
She
somebody?
touched me, her, and her.
So what happened?
She got to screaming once I let her down the jet bridge and just cursing. I said, "Ma'am, we can't do that. Just come up." So the captain ended up coming up for some paperwork.
Okay.
So as I'm on the phone with her at another day for the paperwork, I said, "Well, the captain, what did you say the captain said?" And the captain said, "Well, he said, ma'am, you are not getting on my
She
flight."
chest to chest? Or what?
Chest to chest. She chest to chest. Her, me, and him.
Okay. And like try to
And that was an
Why? Yeah. She slapped. Yeah. She's like tried to slap me.
Did she actually hit anybody? That's what I'm asking.
She did make contact. Contact
With
was made.
her phone.
Contact was made.
Okay. Who was the contact made with?
Me, her,
So she hit all
Him.
three people with her
and
phone?
she hit him in the corner.
So the phone.
And then when she's recording, because I'm just standing here doing
Recording's not illegal.
And then
But
complete my statement. And But then your she phone was a reaches weapon. across and swipes me like to hit me with the phone because she starts screaming directly in my face. And I said, "You're not going to scream at me. You're going to calm down. This is the very behavior that our captain has denied boarding for." At which point she starts slapping at me with the phone and she hit me here.
okay. Are you okay? Do I need to call paramedics? Okay. So my next question is, are we wanting to press charges for that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because she has
So-
her in the corner. That's why all her stuff is
Okay.
right there on the floor.
So it's basically, so you understand, it's a class C assault if it's a contact, right? Okay. Absolutely go that route. I'm gonna need a bunch of information from you. As far as that goes, that will be basically between you and a judge and her. I think, based on everything I saw, she's probably gonna go for the PI. That's the thing. If you're okay with just PI, we do that. But if you're wanting to press assault charges, we can go that route.
PI is public assault and intoxication.
Yeah.
Well, that's illegal.
Yeah. No, she'll most likely go with us. If that's so, I'm asking, are y'all okay with that, or are we wanting to press assault charges on top?
Press assault charges
Okay.
on top of it.
So what I'll need. So what did she do to you?
As stated, before they came over, she was doing this to me.
She's poking
You're
your
not doing
finger.
that to me.
Okay.
Step away. So after they came, that's when she started using her phone, tapping people.
She tapped people's
Yeah.
phone. Okay. Where did she tap you?
Right here.
Right in the chest. Okay. Are you okay? Do you need paramedics?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
No, it was Sonia first because she was bombarded.
Okay. So what I need a driver's license ready for me. We'll go through the whole thing, just step from step, so I can put it in my report. Everything. Okay. We'll go.
Did the flight get closed? Yes.
And then, ma'am. So, are we gonna add? Are you wanting to press assault charges as well?
So what
Hello, princess.
So basically, because that didn't happen in the presence review, it's basically gonna be.
Hello, princess, and anyone else that's in the live. Also, are people just so eager to fly to where they assault people? Is that a thing? Because, like, I've never been on a plane, and I'm pretty sure I don't want to. Just because I'm scared of plane crashes and stuff. And being in the air for that long. Oh, thank you. I'm actually not. I look like a burnt potato right now. But, look like if Mr. Potato Head had hair. But, I don't know, like, are people that eager to just fly? Maybe, like, she's going home or something. I don't exactly know. But are people just, like, so, like, they want to get on the flight so bad to where they assault people? Maybe I'm just too nice, but I would never assault anyone. unless they absolutely needed it. There's been some people that need it.
You'll have to go to court for it. You'll have to talk to the judge about it. However, I mean, I think I'm gonna do a little bit more investigation with her, but it seems like she can go jail on FPA. Okay, if we're okay with that, just getting her out of here, absolutely good that route. But if you want to press assault charges, that's that route. Going to talk to
No, but I'm fine. I don't want to press.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
I'm mad.
I totally understand. Totally understand.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. Then yes, ma'am. If I get your information.
Can you tell me your name? Because we need to figure out what's going on. Because do you understand what it looks like when I get here and you're in the corner with all these people and you have a camera in someone's face? Do you know how that looks? You gotta give me some answers. I'm trying to work with you, okay? Yes, I am. I really want to know what's going on.
Go away.
You should just tell her to go away.
You have to understand what's going on. You don't want to tell me anything?
Nope.
Okay, so does Pink's long lost twin sister believe that telling the police that to go away after knowing that they're just doing their job, like they ran up on you yelling, screaming, doing all this other stupid stuff with their phone, and now you're, I guess, aggressively poking people. They have to figure out what is going on first, and they have to make sure you're okay. Now you're in handcuffs. Obviously, they are going to ask you, and you've calmed down. They're going to ask you what that happened. You can't just say, go away. Like you're a little kid. You can't exactly do that.
I'm really just trying to figure out what's happening.
Fuck.
Oh my god, you're gonna get more charges.
I'm done. This is bullshit.
I don't even know what's going on. That's what I'm trying
Yep,
to figure
you don't. I am not fucking walking my way into this. You can f off. This is not what you think. I have flown for 30 years. I'm a high school graduate and I worked my way out of the darkest point that anyone could ever imagine. And you can off. I hate this pool. I hate this.
Okay, I kind of feel bad now. Why is she hyperventilating? Like, I don't know what happens after. I mean, she did assault someone. But like, why is she hyperventilating? Is she about to go into a panic attack? Is that what's about to happen? That's what I want to know.
You apply for
Oh, someone said she pees on them? What? That's
I'm
nasty.
really just trying to figure out.
Let's hope.
I've flown with American for 15 years. I'm anything like this, but I'm not.
What do you see in
Another ad.
here? You'll invest in your own future. As you invest in
Okay, we don't care.
I'm done. I hate this.
I don't know what's going on. That's
I don't care. I just don't care. I want to go home.
okay. Where's
Well,
home?
you
I was
can't
supposed
go
to go to
home.
Colombia.
Sorry,
Oh, and
there.
it's a business trip. This is not good.
Okay, so you live.
But I assure you, I wasn't doing anything to screw any of the fucking travel agents. They're the best people ever. I don't.
Okay.
You assaulted them,
This
though.
is so dumb.
Are you traveling by yourself or with someone?
No, I was traveling with you. They're gone. It's fine. I'm done. I literally have never had anything like this happen. It's so dumb. I hate Americans so much. It's been.
Why didn't you get on the plane?
I tried to get on the plane. They wouldn't let me on the plane. I tried to get on the plane. And they're going to tell you they would let me on the plane because the captain would let me. I will tell you, I've flown this airline for 17 years. It's not, and this is, being handcuffed is the most traumatic thing I've ever had in my whole life, and I just want to go home. Please let me.
Okay, I'm sorry, but we had to do that because when I walked into it,
I
there was
totally
a
get it. Please just let me go home.
Okay.
I don't care.
I can't let you go home until I figure out what's going on. But I appreciate you telling me more information because that's really helping me. Okay. So it'll be a lot.
I don't care. I'm supposed to be in Colombia for a business trip, and I've been flying for 14 years,
Okay.
and I've never had a single encounter, and I don't know how this happened, and I'm so sad, and I'm just, please, let me go home.
My thing. Unpause. Okay, so I know it says she's drunk, which obviously, but why does the story keep on changing where she said, was it she flown for like 30 years or something like that? And then now it's 14. Maybe at that airport? But I mean, it's like the pilot don't want you to get on. You can't piss off the pilot, because if you piss off the pilot, the pilot's just going to, in my mind, because I don't trust people, the pilot is just going to be like, okay, well, someone pissed me off, now you all are gonna die. I'm gonna take this plane down with me.
I'm not as drunk as you think I am. I am just super
You sound it.
traumatized. I am
How much did you have to drink?
I had 2 drinks.
Okay.
Full drinks, very full drinks,
Okay.
but not any more than I normally drink when I travel. I've done this a million times.
Okay. What kind of drinks were they?
They were vodka tonics, the same things I always have.
Okay.
I swear, I cannot overstate. I'm not innocent, but Jesus.
So do you think they didn't let you on because you were...
No, they didn't let me on because I got on at the wrong time. I got on late. My wrists are so bad. I'm usually on so early, and they were just being...
So it was final boarding, and that's when you were...
And I was trying to make a joke about my Indian friends, and they were...
Oh, there it is.
And I just think... I just...
Why do I think as soon as she said making a joke of Indian friends, she like made, and this doesn't even relate to Indian people, but why do I think like everyone else is so fed up with her, and then now she makes a joke, and for some reason, why do I think it was like a bomb threat? That has nothing to do with Indians, but why do I think like some type of bomb threat joke came out of this woman's mouth? I still want to see, how does this escalate?
So
She's
they didn't let you on, you
calm.
started recording
Someone said that she pees on the cops. Please don't pee.
I don't even know what recording
I don't want to see that.
to be an ass. I just...
I mean, I don't try to be an asshole, but I mean, I get called an asshole, so.
Actually, I don't. I actually don't. It doesn't mean that I won't do something different next time, but I don't actually understand.
Okay. Would you like me to explain why?
No, I don't. I just want to go home.
Okay. Can you tell me what bar you drank those 2 vodka tonics at?
Yes. The one in this club.
In this terminal here?
Yes.
Okay. Was it a sports bar that served food, or was it a...
I don't know. I've honestly never been in a situation handcuffed before, and so the name of the bar that I was at an airport is super far off from the thing I'm thinking about.
Okay. Did your friends get on this flight or a flight before?
They're already gone.
Okay.
They left her.
Flight with you?
Yes, they're gone. Good for them.
Okay.
It's not friends, it's coworkers.
Coworkers. Okay. Did you all walk up together and they just...
No! No!
Just trying to-
And even if they did, I would still say no. I'm being super honest.
Okay.
Why would I say, yeah, they totally escorted with me? Like, why would I say that?
I'm trying to figure out why you weren't let on. That's the whole
I'm
thing.
not actually sure either.
It sounds like she's racist, that's why she wasn't like on. And she's drunk. Can you fly when you're drunk? I don't know.
It's a little bit pointless. My colleagues have left for an entirely different I'm definitely not completely sober, but I'm not.
I appreciate you being honest about that because it is helping.
I've never been an asshole. Ever.
You sound like it though.
If you got more than 2 items, just consolidate. The whole time she just, are you serious? I did that. I'm like, what in the world? But I said, okay, just go. So she scans on, goes to the door, and she just started yelling. F this, F that. I said, ma'am.
So she walked
Yeah.
down here? Okay.
Ma'am.
And she had already scanned?
Yeah,
in? Okay.
she had did the biometrics. I said, ma'am, you can't have that language. What's going on? Are you fucking kidding me? I said, okay. Just come out, talk to a manager. So I called for the manager. She called me on the phone, said she'll be down. At that time, the captain comes up because he didn't have all his paperwork for the international. So I called the manager back. I said, hey, the captain needs his
Taxes.
There's an ad.
Plus tax.
I love how many ads are in this. This is why I tried to go for the kind of shorter videos so there's not as many
What did you
ads.
say the captain said? What did you say the captain
But I mean, there's still gonna be some ads.
The captain said right there. And she's like, what did your captain say? Mind you, I'm speaking about the captain need his paperwork. So at that point, the captain talked to her. You're not going on the flight. This is why you're not. Get out of my face. You will not be talking to my flight attendants like that. If you're talking like this, you will not be talking to me like that.
Is she the one that's yelling?
The captain said she's not going to get up. So I had to wait for the other supervisors to come. At that time, captain goes down. She's doing what she's doing now. I'm on the phone calling police, and she's like, I can hear it. Is that her in the background? I said, yes. So she's like, you're going to get this. You're going to get this. So that's what she's doing.
I'm so sorry.
Wow.
You start pulling your phone out to record as soon as they said you could.
I don't know when my phone recording is an issue unless you have an issue. So I don't think my recording and you and I have a conversation. If you want to let me off and I let you off, we're good. Otherwise, off. My plane has already left. Off. Either arrest me now, detain me.
You are detained.
Great. Then give me a detain. And then I would like to contact my lawyer. Great. Then let's contact my lawyer. Then let's do that now because I'm done. I am trying to be nice and now I'm done. So let's call my lawyer. Great. No, now. Now. I have a lawyer now. No, I have a lawyer now. Do I have a lawyer now?
Now you
Do
see
I have a lawyer
princess.
now? Do I have a lawyer now? Do I have a legal right to lawyer now? Then, do I have a legal lawyer to desire now, or yes or no? I do not have an option to a lawyer right now. You're telling me I do not. So I do not have an
Those
option
are
to a
cute.
lawyer right now. Then I get to go on my own. So I'm being detained. Then I want a lawyer.
Yeah. Okay. You're under arrest for PI.
Okay, now you're under arrest.
Yeah.
You say something?
She talks like she is out of breath all the time. Like me just hearing her talk and yell, it makes me so out of breath because it's like you're putting, because when I see people, oh, thank you. I still feel like I look like a burnt potato right now. It's been a long morning, I guess. But because whenever I go ahead and I listen to people fight, I, for some reason, kind of put myself into that situation and think, how much energy is this taking? Maybe that's just a chronic illness type thing where if you have a chronic illness and you see someone fighting or yelling, you just automatically think, okay, how much energy is going into this fight? It seems like she is taking so much energy and she is going to be extremely tired after this. Now, being drunk, I don't necessarily know. I haven't been drunk like that. Maybe it takes more energy out of you, but she seems like she is taking so much energy out of this a little bit. She could have walked away before the cops came.
Under arrest for public intoxication.
Oh my god, my freaking hair.
Alright, let's go.
Stop.
Nope.
No, I have a lawyer. I have an option to get a lawyer.
You fight
I have an option to get a lawyer.
When you get to the jail, you can discuss everything. If you fight us, you get another charge. You don't get out in 4 hours. Do you understand that? Do you understand? Okay.
You being piece of shit, and I'll sit down, and I'll not get detained. So now I go there.
You're already detained because you're already in handcuffs. Pretty sure when they put you in handcuffs, you're detained already.
Get off of my f***ing cuffs. What did I do?
Do you? Huh?
Stop!
We're charging you with resistance.
I have a recording. You pieces of mediocre shit of your life. You make yourself feel good, making 60 grand a year. You being hot, being tiny piece of shit.
Why is she still talking stuff as they're walking to the cop car?
And 5-inch dick, you.
Are you done yet?
Yeah. Stand up.
Okay, stand up.
Nope.
Let me get a wheelchair. That's fine. She can stay down.
Oh, I'm a little
She
slow.
piss herself? Yep, she did.
Oh, so this is the part where she pees on herself. Okay.
No, I didn't.
I like how he said, "Did you pee yourself?" She said no. He goes, "I could smell it." Why does that sound like it sounds so funny to me? Oh, I didn't get it, princess. You know me. I'm a little slow when it comes to figuring out what the heck people are trying to say. Well, yes, I know you would because you almost have before. Don't worry, we know you're a little psycho.
That's probably your fucking wife's fucking the guy that fucked her before he fucked you.
Huh?
Did you feel good about yourself? You and 6, 5, 8 fucking dick stack fucking short, tiny ass dick. You go home and
Okay. So she peed herself. What I'm getting from this is she's embarrassed because she peed on herself. So she peed on herself. She's now commenting on the guy's height and his, you know, manhood or whatever. His little man size. Maybe it's because I'm a lesbian, but isn't that the, like, normal size for stuff? You know? And if I'm thinking about it, isn't it like out here is like the normal height for a man is like, what's it, like 5 foot, 6 foot, something? I'm not even gonna get into what she said the next time. Nah, you guys could just go back
girlfriend
and see it.
that because you wear a uniform makes you feel good about yourself?
No, those uniforms are probably hot as heck.
Yeah, she's pretty well.
You know, if I was that cop, which we have to stay professional and everything, but if I was that cop, those uniforms look like they are hot as heck. And imagine being in a uniform and having to fight with people, and now you just have to hear, oh, while you're in the uniform, blah, 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 blah. You would be sweating. And I could just imagine you are going to be sweating all the freaking time. Because you have to deal with a bunch of people. You have to wear that uniform even when it's hot. And you just have to deal with a bunch of people. And if I was the officer, since you wanted to talk about my appearance, I would just be like, okay, well, you pink wannabe. She looks like Pink. She has like the most lesbian haircut I've ever seen. But she also looks and acts so feminine, and it's like, what?
I don't want to get urine on my leather pair.
It would be so much worse than the shit that you freak out on your wife on. I want to call
Ew.
my lawyer. Now. No.
I just got what she was saying. Ew.
No. I'm not fighting you that bad. Let's see.
Yeah, if you can just go get leg restraints, she's fighting us so bad.
Yeah, I'm fighting. Yeah, I'm fighting.
We're gonna have to
I'm
figure it out.
fighting so hard. And pussy of a partner is fighting so hard.
I would throw away those gloves that poor woman is wearing. I would throw away those gloves. ugh. I can't be a cop. I could barely work in a hospital. And even then, the part where I'm going to be working in, hopefully I don't slip and pee, because I can't handle slipping or touching pee. And I imagine officers get peed on a lot. For some reason.
Are done.
Okay.
This is it.
All right.
This is it.
Okay.
I'm calling my lawyer. Give me a person to talk to. I have been within an hour of anybody. I'm an American executive platinum person. This is not a normal fucking situation.
Yep.
I mean, you didn't make it a normal situation.
Now, how am I
It doesn't matter. It's how you were acting before. How we ended up on the ground.
You know what? How I was acting before is so
So your job expects you to be on time for work every day, but wants you to just wait 2 weeks for your paycheck? If you need
No one cares. That's what I'm going to be saying whenever there's an ad. No one cares.
Do not touch my feet. No. 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 No.
What is wrong with them touching your feet?
Also, you're a fucking limp.
Stop, lady! Jesus!
I'm not doing anything.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm literally laying down the way that you want. What's the problem, buddy? Don't you have 2 people on watch? What is the issue? You are.
Why did she sound like Chucky when she said, "What's the problem, buddy?" She either sound like Chucky or like, shoot, what's the other one? What's Chucky's son's name? Actually, I remember the name. Never mind. I remember the stage name for Chucky's son. I can't say that on live. But that's what she sounded like. Either Chucky or his son.
Someone who is unwilling to be detained. How is that fair?
Because they're police officers. They can detain you if they want to. Just like they could arrest you for your stupid behavior.
What about this right here? Can y'all hold it?
Those are cute.
Your left foot out. Take your left foot out. Right foot. Thank you.
We're gonna walk, okay? When I say assure you, I'm not trying to make you.
Charles Ford, 42. Did y'all make it to public side yet?
Yeah, we're at the car.
Can we just go to the police people then? No, I would like to go to the police people.
You are with the police.
No, then I'd like to go to the police people. No! You're not helping at all.
We have to search you before we put you in our car. The more
So I get arrested?
you are arrested, you are under
I have not done anything wrong! I haven't done anything wrong! No, I haven't done anything wrong! Because I'm so scared. Because I'm not done anything wrong. Please. No! Jesus! Can I just go home? This is so crazy. I'm missing business trip. This is insane. I haven't done anything wrong. I have literally just said I'll do whatever you want. This is so
Can you check the leg over? Let's go walk this
Do you see how easy that was? She could have just went willingly and just went into the freaking car in the first place. Instead, and what's up with everyone being like, I'm just gonna pee when they're getting arrested? So, and if you were, you know, let go, you're just covered in pee. Like, I'm sorry, did someone just say they are going way too... Okay, Allie Robinson. They are not going too hard on her. Have you been here for the first part of the video? And I mean, I have it right there on the screen. It shows what she did. That's why it says she goes ballistic after assaulting 3 flight attendants. Assaulting means she put her hands on them when they did not put their hands on her. Yeah, I think by your profile page, you look like you would be one of those feminist ones. I'm only saying this to any other viewers. I'm only saying this because this girl has been talking like a lot of shit to me. So that's the reason why I'm making fun of her. Because she's like one of those stupid like feminist women or women, whatever it is, where they just always, it's like, it's always the men that's in the wrong. In this video, if anyone is in here, like, the 3 other people that are in here, you guys can tell. Yeah, see? I'm not the only one that thinks it, so. My thing won't go off. And the poor cop is covered in pee. I would throw up. I would throw up. Go burn my whole uniform, ask for another one.
Yeah, me too. Go. You guys can go. So she assaulted one of the gays, so I'm going to witness it from them. So she's getting resisting, simple assault, and yeah. You guys happen to have any like spray, cleaner, or hand sanitizer? Alcohol.
I don't know if you guys know the pacifier with Vin Diesel when he jumps into the sewer and in the shower he's like going like this all aggressive. I did not expect the police officer to be just doing this. That's how I feel. I do that when my hands are sticky. I feel so bad for those officers. It's all over his hands. It's all over the lady's uniform. Like, do you get to go change? Or do you just have to do the rest of your shift if you get peed on as an officer? I would be rubbing that all over me. I'll be taking a bath just in the airport. Just taking a bath in the airport. That would be me.
Thank you.
Did he even spray the body?
Yeah, are they also down here? Yeah. Yeah. Can I speak right here? I'm covered in urine. Yeah, I sprayed it, so, but,
she went like this. Oh, she backed away from him.
Everything was happening. Okay, so she's not only going for the PI. Okay.
So she touched on it out too.
Well, she's going for it. Are we okay?
Experience, would you say new person tries to do something or just
It's, with this happening, and it's not going to do much more.
Okay.
I'm not trying to talk you out of it.
No, you're
but it'll save you a whole lot of time if it's already happening. So she's going.
So meaning I have to get days off, go to court duty?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I was trying to explain earlier. Like with simple assault, that's basically how it is because, I mean, it does help that there were witnesses for sure, and it'll help, but you're still gonna have to go to court. You're still gonna have to argue that, you know, your side. It's a whole thing. I'm not talking. Please don't take that. Because if you change your mind, if you absolutely change your mind, here's my card. Give me a call. We can mess it up.
Is there anything that my other employees need to know?
No. She's just her. Okay. So, I was asking, you okay?
Yeah.
So what charges did she get? Is there a charge for peeing on the officers?
Yeah.
That was one of those. Okay, so those are the assault, the charges. I have to go get my computer charger and something to drink. So you guys could sit here, watch that. Laptop is dying. Alright. Now that we are back, so I don't know. Is there a charge that police can do if someone pees on them? Because if there was that, I would definitely charge the lady for peeing on me. Because what the heck? Alright, so this next one is cop's drunk girlfriend humiliates him in front of the entire department. Actually, we don't have that video. Oh, we do. Okay. I thought we didn't have it because it didn't show up.
Cop's girlfriend humiliates him in front of the entire department.
Do you have to repeat what I just said? Okay. We are going to let you guys go ahead, go to this channel. Let's put it on the screen for a little bit while I figure out everything else. So we have 2 more after this. I feel like these are going by pretty fast. It would go by faster if I stopped talking. But again, this is reaction channel, so I react to it. Obviously, I'm gonna talk. Okay. Okay. Alright. Why does she sound so annoying?
7 at night in Lee County, New Mexico, where we joined police who are caught up in a sticky situation.
Alright, so we got a call for a 47. It was a black SUV with that license plate number. So the vehicle was parked right here. Okay, so I parked down there by the Clean Energy to try to see the vehicle pull out so I can get observations of the vehicle because we had a caller that didn't want contact. So at that time, somebody said that it may be a conflict for us. And then at that time, my mom pulled up next to her. She took off driving, went southbound, and then kind of hit the curb real hard, almost hit in that fence. And then Ahmad blocked her in.
Oh, is this the one with the, like she had the baby in the car or whatever? I think this was the one where she had the baby in the car. That's what it reminds me of, because I think I've seen this before.
She's like, I'm not getting out, so at that time I pulled her out. She kind of tussled, fought with us a little bit, and she was placed in the handcuffs. There was an infant inside the car at the time all this happened.
The baby.
Grandma has the child now. Officer Olenek is running the grandma through Sky to make sure that the child can get released to grandma. Okay. So she's in cuffs right now. Obviously it's a conflict for us because it's Sergeant White's girlfriend, wife, I don't know. Significant other, I don't know. I don't know what you call it. You got it.
You heard that right. Police said a sergeant's better, or not so better half, found herself in some hot water. The woman apparently drove drunk with a baby in the back seat. And there's more.
I don't know if you saw it, but she was scratching me. Did you see that?
Okay. So, oh, and she scratched an officer. Lovely. This is someone's girlfriend. I know there's some crazy females out there. I know that. Trust me, I've dated some. But, why, even if you are like so drunk, why would you decide, oh, let's take a baby, a newborn, in the car, even though I know I've been drinking? One, drinking and driving is illegal. I mean, if you are like just like one shot, I guess that's okay because you're still aware. But with a baby, like even driving with a baby regular, it gives me anxiety because it's like you don't know what can happen. The car can like flip over, be taken by a UFO. I don't freaking know. Like there's so many things that can happen. And there's a baby in the car and driving drunk and you assaulted an officer. Yeah, you're gonna... Yeah, I don't even know. This lady is crazy. She sounds like someone from my dad's side of the family.
So she started digging her nails in me. And then fentanyl? Yeah. Okay, take some pictures of that.
Okay, then you can't leave yet. Anybody else get injured besides you?
While deputies survey their injuries, let's head over to the patrol car and meet our suspect.
Oh God, we have to meet her. What type of pants are those? Why are they so freaking shiny?
Yeah, I was gonna talk to her. I'm still talking to her if you guys want to go.
Why are you...
That way, I'm sorry. Thank you guys.
Ellie. What do you mean, why are you staring? Okay, guess what? I'm not staring at her butt. I have a girlfriend. Even if I was staring, it's none of your business. But the body cam is positioned because it's a woman, so she's like, the body cam or whatever is positioned like directly, and that's all I see. I'm trying to figure out why the pants are so freaking shiny. But what pants are those? I assume those are those pants where if you sit on like a chair, that's like the scammy chair that I'm sitting on. If you sit, that's on a chair, it's either gonna sound like you farted or you're just gonna be slipping and sliding all the freaking way to wherever you're going.
Desiree, so obviously we know you were driving, right?
Yeah, but alive.
I can clearly
You don't
smell
want to
that
be
you were
here
drinking. I don't
and
know
go.
your whole
No one's
situation.
forcing
I don't know what's
you.
going on.
Like,
But I just wanted to ask you, do you want to submit to some tests to see if you're fit to drive?
She's not. I don't care.
No? Okay.
She assaulted an officer. She doesn't get no chances. No second chances.
It's Sanchez. What is it? No. That's a different officer. Yeah. Why? Do you want that officer? No. Is there something with that officer?
As our suspect works to get her affairs in order, let's fast forward as officers take her out of the patrol car.
The other car. Black one. Yeah.
Do what? Yeah, you have to step out now, okay? Because I can't reach. We'll step out right here and we'll swap them out. Ready?
Do you need help? Watch your step on that foot. Be careful.
Turn around.
Police identified the woman as 30-year-old Desiree Ortega, who they said was drunk and behind the wheel
She does
of
not
a
look
law
30
enforcement
to me.
lover's car. Let's see what happens
Maybe because it's in the
next.
picture, I can't really tell, but she doesn't look 30.
Ready? You.
She looks like most of the 19-year-olds I see.
I don't know why he would say that. Go ahead and get up.
You.
I don't know why he would say that. Go ahead and get up. Okay, let's go. Go ahead and get up.
Okay. So I have a question for the women who are feminine and like straight or whatever, or even like the feminine lesbians. I have a question. If you guys found out that your partner was cheating and all of a sudden you get drunk and now you think that a police officer, or like you're in front of the person that your partner cheated with, are you actually going to confront them and say, oh, well, he said he cheated on you, blah, 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 blah? One, your partner wouldn't say that he cheated on you with the person that he cheated on. I just seemed like that was a stupid thing. Like, I got accused for cheating. And that was when I actually told my girlfriend who I was actually with. Like, I wouldn't tell you if I cheated, the person I cheated on you with, because that's just putting the other person in danger for my stupid actions. And to me, it seems like she is just, she's kind of little like these South Carolina girls. That's all I'm saying. That's what she seems like to me, at least.
These may look like dentures or partials, but in
No one
fact,
cares about
it's some of the
dentures.
newest dental implant technology.
I know, I don't.
Go ahead and get up. No, Jasmine. Go ahead and get up.
Get up. Get up or you're gonna go. You're gonna catch more charges. Get up.
No.
Wait a minute. Okay, she just said the officer's name, Jasmine. She said, this is how you know she's drunk as heck. She said either she's drunk or lying, or drunk and lying. I think it's both. But she just said that she didn't want an Elisa because that supposedly she had a problem with that girl. So I'm guessing that's the one that, you know, her boyfriend cheated on her with. She comes off as some of those women who are just so obsessed and controlling, and they don't want you to have a female friend. Like, that's what she seems like. And I could say this because I've encountered those people. I've encountered 2 girls that were like that, unfortunately. But if it's Jasmine, why did you say you don't want an Lisa? Her name's Jasmine. Obviously, she ain't the girl that you're looking for.
You know what? Get up.
Get in there.
Just watch your step. Hey, just watch your step.
Get in there.
I'm asking you to get in there, please. All right. It just
Get up.
me as my case against y'all. Ready? He told me.
Okay, get up.
Jasmine.
Okay, get
Oh
up.
my god.
No, he told me.
Get up. Get in there.
He told me.
No, he didn't.
I will. You do not. Get in there.
That's enough. That's enough. Now knock it off. I'm not gonna tell you again. You're gonna knock it off. You're not gonna come out here and kick one of my deputies.
Thank you.
Are you gonna stop? Are you going to
Thank you
stop?
for the evidence.
Are you going to stop? Now stop. Get up.
No, thank you.
Sit up.
Thank you.
Sit up or you
No, thank you for the evidence. No, don't you touch
Get up.
me.
Get up.
Well, that escalated quickly. Looks like our suspect is, let's just say, familiar with our deputies. Let's meet the man she's been referring to.
Hey, so it's your vehicle, right?
Yep.
Okay, do you
This
mind
looks
if I
like the
look in it?
kindest man.
Anything you need
I just wanted to get.
Hold on, he looks like the kindest man. He also looks like off of Outer Banks. But he looks like the kindest man. I doubt he is cheating. And this is referring, the only reason why I stopped in, I'm saying this because Ellie Robinson or whatever commented it. But he looks like the kindest man. She's just one of those women who are like your friend, and they just want to accuse people of cheating, and because the man is always in the wrong and blah 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 blah. So that's the only reason why. I doubt he cheated, because in the video it doesn't say anything. Even the comments of this video don't say anything about them cheating. Okay, this one's funny. It's a comment. It says, "Damn, you got cheated on. Then you got arrested by the side piece." That's the only comment saying that they did it. But I doubt they did it, because that man looks like he didn't do anything. She's just a drunk Mexican chick who
No free range. Have
is like probably a feminist.
Like a container or something. That's
whatever
fine.
you need to do. You have my full permission. Get after it.
Where's the baby? Does he get the baby after? Is it his kid?
Should I still have him sign a consent form?
Because I know it's in.
Did you catch that? Let's rewind.
No, I
It
didn't.
didn't take long for this deputy to discover
Oh.
a bag
You didn't
full of
show us
booze
that.
in the front seat of the car. Let's continue.
Did you show us that? How are you gonna say, oh, let's rewind, but you didn't show us it?
She refused. Well, the implied consent, she said yes.
Those look like
and
they're
then she
nasty.
started saying some stuff to me, so I don't know if it would be wise or what. I mean, we can still try.
You could still ask her.
If you don't mind backing me.
Yeah,
'cause-
absolutely. But if she refuses, we'll go straight to us.
Okay. First she said yes, so. Black. Cherry.
With that empty container in hand, the deputies discuss asking Desiree to take a breathalyzer test. Let's fast forward again and see how this conversation.
Okay, not hating on the officer here. Like not, because she seems like a really nice one. Maybe she's not on the field like that too much, but I thought you could not have your nails that long because you could potentially scratch, you know, like the person and then be charged with it. Also, how do you get your nails that long? It always felt so weird to have my
So,
nails
since
long.
you said no, I have to tell you I cannot force you to take our test, but if you refuse,
I like the
you will
ring.
lose your New Mexico driver's license or non-residential operating privilege for 1 year. If you are convicted in court of driving while under the influence, you may also receive a greater sentence because you refuse to take the test. Do you understand?
What happens if, like, I show the video of you with the mod?
So do you understand? Do you understand?
I have the video of you with the mod.
Okay, number 4. So because you basically don't understand.
Okay, here's another thing. I'm pretty sure it's illegal if it's not your sex tape. I'm pretty sure it's illegal to have it. So her saying that to an officer, knowing that they did not even cheat, you saying that you have someone else's like sex tape or whatever, I'm pretty sure that's illegal because you're not even supposed to have one to begin with, but especially if it's not even you and your partner.
Have to read it again.
Why would he give it to you if he's cheating though?
But if you refuse,
That don't make
you
any
will lose
sense.
your New Mexico driver's license or non-residential operating privilege
She needs
for
to
1
lose
year. If you are
everything.
convicted in court of driving while under the influence, you may also receive a greater sentence because you refuse to take the test. Do you understand?
Now look, Desiree, we're trying to...
See, it's dark. It's too late to be messing with cops.
Okay? You're gonna get read this one more time. It doesn't matter. None of that matters right now. It doesn't matter. No.
It really does.
Listen, this is what matters. So you need to listen. Which one did you read from?
Number 4.
Okay.
As if no.
I cannot force you to take our test. But if you refuse, you will lose your New Mexico driver's license or non-residential operating privileges for 1 year. If you are convicted in a court of driving while under the influence, you may also receive a greater sentence because you refuse to be tested. Do you understand? Do you understand, Desiree? Well, at the end of the day, I know a lot of people, okay? You have to listen. You can't be disrespecting her, okay? It doesn't matter. Look, it doesn't matter. Now, do you understand?
It does matter.
I'm going to read you a second time, and then that's it. You got read 4 times. I cannot force you to take our test, but if you refuse, you will lose your New Mexico driver's license or non-residential operating privileges for 1 year. If you are convicted in a court of driving while under the influence, you will also receive a greater sentence because you refuse to be tested. Do you understand? You understand, Desiree? You do understand. At this time, do you wish to take our test? Desiree, do you wish to take the test or not?
Take off your pants, Quinn, unless you'd rather
What?
watch us with your girlfriend. I stood
What
there
is
naked.
up with these ads? Sorry guys, I didn't even want to hear that either.
Test or not? Well, we have a job to do. You've already already been read twice. I'm going to ask you one more time. Do you want to take the test or not? Okay, we're going to take that as a refusal then.
I would take it as a refusal after the second time.
Say yes if you want to take the test. Okay, open your mouth so we can see it and make sure nothing's in it. No, face me. I can't see in there. Pick your tongue up. All the way up. Put your jaw down and pick your tongue up. One more time. Desiree, one more time. I gotta make sure there's nothing in your mouth. Okay.
So, do you mind running her through the test then? Because apparently she doesn't like me and she likes you.
That's
so
fine.
in order to get it done, thank you.
Back at the station, our drunken suspect keeps up with her indecision.
Hey everybody, we're going to get you right back to that body cam in just a minute, but here's a question for you. What are a lot of the body cams up? What do you do next? In your corner, it's the settlement.
Test?
I want to go home.
So you're refusing to take the test? We can't take you home. No, we can't.
Please.
So listen up. This is going to be the last time I tell you. You've already been read implied consent 5 times. Are you going to take the test or not? If you say anything other than a yes or a no, that's your answer is no. If you say yes, then we'll get you in here, we'll take the test. Those are your options. All right, let's get off so we can go and take the test. It's just right inside.
Well, looks like Desiree is not too happy coming face to face with this deputy again. Let's keep going.
No, we're going.
It's
Now go. She's not doing.
I'm not doing anything.
So we're going in to take the test. So first of all, look, we're not going to argue. We can put you back in the unit and take you right to jail.
So we're the ones. She's just getting the door for us. She's just getting the door for us. We're just going there. We're going to do the test.
He's doing everything.
It's a conflict.
So I'm going to run the test, Desiree. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go.
He's running it. I'm going to be the
She's holding the door for us.
Go ahead.
She's holding the door.
I'm not going to be in there.
She's just holding the door for us so we can go inside.
I can't do both. I can't.
Once inside, our suspect completes a breathalyzer test, but not without making a few final pleas with the officer.
I want to go home, just sleep, and not do anything else. Please.
You already created this big fuss. You're not going home. Why she look like a raccoon? And what's up with the shiny pants? Why are those pants so shiny? That's what I want to know. Like, what is up with those shiny freaking pants?
We can't.
Please. I want to go home and sleep. That's it.
I want to sleep too. I'm not even... Seeing people be stupid has made me tired.
I can't lose my kids. Victor.
You already lost
We have to
your
get this test
kid.
done before anything else can happen.
Oh no, if I lose this test,
So
I will not have my kids.
right now the machine
So have you done this
until the tone
before?
stops.
I'm telling you, if I
So-
don't pass this,
You said you were going to take the test. Right now we're here. Now it's time to take the test, okay?
I'm telling you, if I
Desiree.
fail, I will not have my
Okay,
kids.
if the machine tones out, we're going to take it as a refusal and we're just going to take you right over to the jail. A big blow. Breathe in real big. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. All right. All right, give it a second. It's going to ask for a second sample.
I cannot lose my kids.
Okay, we got one more
can't.
test.
You almost lost your kid because of you driving stuff.
Pain and everything. I cannot lose my kids. Not to him.
Desiree recorded a blood alcohol level of 0.36. That's over
Way.
4 times the legal limit. Now headed for jail, our suspect shares some parting words for her favorite deputy.
I will tell every fucking buddy how he. No, I'm not gonna stop. No, I will have the whole case. No.
You're about to catch another
No.
case. We're going to put you in there if you don't go in there. Desiree, you need to listen. No, can't do that. So listen. You're going to listen now, Desiree. Let's go.
No, unless the full ass, I can't listen to you. Wait.
legs in, Desiree. Desiree, I'm gonna go around and pull you in.
Desiree, just get in there.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Just get in there. They're trying to transport you.
Shut the fuck up.
Just get in.
Ow!
Get it. That's not me. That's Boudreaux.
While she's en route there, let's head back to the scene where we hear the other side of this story from Sergeant White himself.
Okay, you're good to take the vehicle. I gave Maddox the keys. He's gonna give them to you. You're good. So what happened from your view? Because I heard you were out here with.
I have no clue. I was coming this way. I was tracking her phone because she was supposed to go get her son from football practice.
Okay.
I was already at home. I picked up my kid from Houston. I'm tracking her, and I'm like, where are you at? She said she was on Joe Harvey. I was like, well, you need to get over there and get your son. So she wasn't responding. I'm like, this is kind of weird. Like, she was on the phone, but she wasn't saying anything. And so I asked her, have you been drinking? She didn't say nothing. I was like, okay. Tracking the phone. I hear a call come out, and they described my car. I don't know my 28, but I know my car, if you describe it to me. I'm driving down this way. I see Solomon parked down there, and I'm like, why ain't he doing nothing? Because she was right here where my car is. Look, she was like this. She was at this angle, facing that way, right where the car was resting. She was right here. So I swing around, and I pull up next to her, and I said, hey, man, turn the car off. Because I didn't know if she had the baby or not. My focus was to get the car stopped to get the baby out. If you drive off and you crash, that's on you. But Solomon saw it. She started rolling forward, and I said, stop her. She was rolling, just like, not accelerating, but, you know, if you got your car and drive and you just come off the brake, you'll start rolling.
So
she literally rolled from here to right there. I ran up, I snatched the door open, I put the car in park, I turned it off. I didn't see the key fob, but I have my spare. I keep my spare in my unit. Yo, watch your back, bro. I put it in park, I turned the car off. I didn't say a word to her. I ran around the other side because I could see baby's feet. So I'm trying to think before she gets the conscious effort to try to put this car back in drive or turn it on. I run around, I grab the baby. And then I ran right up to her mom, and I was like, take the baby. Olenek rolls up. He was like, Sarge, we got it. I said, please deal with that. And I backed up. That's
Was
exactly
the
what
baby strapped in and
Yeah,
everything?
she was strapped in.
That's a lot for us to process. So we head back to our suspect, who is just arriving at the jail and in true fashion being a bit, let's just say, difficult.
Stop.
I need you to come on here.
Don't listen to me. Don't.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Are you gonna get out?
I need to go home.
You're not gonna go home right now.
I have to.
Alright.
Please, I have to go home.
Okay, you got your seatbelt on or is it off?
Come on, talk.
Okay, listen. You can talk to me in here.
I have to go home.
Okay, well, let's talk in here.
I can't do this.
Come on, Miss Ortega. Here, go ahead and
No,
get
I
stood up.
can't.
It's easier if you follow her instruction and come out.
I'm telling you, I can't.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you one more time.
Why can't you? Are you intoxicated at the time? No? Okay, we'll help you. Come on.
The officers are willing to help you, so I suggest you go that way. Time I'm asking you, are you gonna get off? No? I need you to get off. I need you to get off.
Come on. Ow! Stand up. Come on.
Desiree was booked and charged with aggravated DUI, abuse of a child, 2 counts of battery on a police officer, 3 counts of resisting arrest, reckless driving, and an open container charge to top it all off.
Check the back seat. Check.
Oh wait, there's still more? I thought that was it.
Yeah, that thing's scary.
Don't even try to resist. I'm not trying to resist. I'm telling you right
Why
now.
is that guy that went in there look like? He's like, oh
Can
my
I see that little one? Yes, ma'am. Do you want me to take her out? No, it's okay. Just so I can lay eyes on her. Okay. Thank you.
Even her mom looks fed up with the daughter. I think everyone is fed up with that girl.
So she was in the car seat and she's good.
Safe and sound with Grandma.
Hi. She is a cutie. Is that your daughter?
Yes.
Is she okay? Do you know?
Depressed and drinking to drown out whatever.
You're actually
I think Desiree needs to go to jail because she put that poor baby in danger. Oh my god, Ellie. I love having subscribers and everything. Trust me, I love you guys, but you're with 4 other people in this live and you have been talking stuff this entire time. My whole thing is if a person, a man or a woman, but it's more women, has a baby and they're drinking and driving, or the kid is in danger. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's in the house. I don't care anything. If the kid is in danger, you need to go to jail. That is my whole thing, because if you put anyone in danger, especially a little kid, you need to go to jail. That's my whole thing. You take the woman's side because you're another woman, but that's like, you have to be able to understand. You have to be able to understand, like, you don't put a kid in danger. Oh my god, no. Someone else sent me something on TikTok and I clicked on the link and it's another body cam footage. 10-year-old Rock Island boy found dead in a trash can. I'm not watching that. I can't. I cannot watch that. I can't watch a kid die. Let me see. Mom ditched 4-year-old to get cosmetic surgery. I can't with the kids. I can't with that. Not right now. There is so many ones with kids and it's so freaking sad. Okay, there's this other one I'm gonna watch. This one seems less bad, I guess. Hold up, let me get it. Okay, it says, mom throws a wild tantrum after police take her kids. Okay. Alright. Oh my god, this next one that we have. So we have 2 more of these police body cams, which I'm going to plug in my phone because these are pretty lengthy. And I don't want my phone to end up dying. So, we have 2 more. Again, these ones are... this is not helping Ellie's case at all. Is my phone charging? Please tell me it's plugged in. Okay, there we go. I have to make sure the fan is on because it's a little hot. It's not too hot. Okay. Alright, so I have 2 more. These are not helping Ellie Robinson's case in this stream. She's preaching, she is a pastor now, about how women can never do anything wrong, blah, 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 blah. Oh, women, only men can do bad. Okay, so men are the only ones to be pedophiles and all that. No, it's both men and women, unfortunately. Pedophiles is more women than you think. I can say that because, you know, I had some stuff happen to me when I was little. I was touched by a woman. Inappropriately, so. But anyway, we had this other one. This one is only 11 minutes, and then the last one that we have is only 14. This one is mom throws wild tantrum after police takes her kids. And then the last one is this mom left her baby home alone to drink with friends. Sometimes you just gotta, you know, just, I don't know. I literally don't.
Mom goes wild tantrum after police takes her kids.
I'm calling my lawyer.
That's fine. But we're gonna take the kids now. Yes, we
Okay, we're gonna leave it on that for a few seconds so you guys can see. I'll also link this one. I think we've been watching from the same channel. But I'll leave it in the description box below just in case. Okay.
That's fine. But we're gonna take the
Oh,
kids
she's
now.
one of
Yes, ma'am.
those women.
You are not.
God. Dang.
It's a beautiful day on Lake Chautauqua in Wisconsin. A
Where are
woman's
your
temper
pants?
is about to really rock the boat.
Listen, sit down and talk, okay? I'm telling you to sit down and talk right now.
Dude, and you're telling me you're taking pictures of my kids, but you don't even know their dad's name.
Maybe I misspoke on the father's name of the caller, but both fathers, I spoke to both of them.
Why would you call the dads of my children?
They called us. That's why we're here. They called us.
I have
Because dads have rights too.
until the date that
Like,
is on my phone. My
girls
lawyer
are
said I get that until the date that's on my phone.
You're looking at 34-year-old Alicia Orzel, mom of 3, who's just informed that both of her kids' fathers have called requesting the children be returned.
We can't just come and get them. I need isn't that like a civil matter?
That's between you and the courts.
Yeah,
okay?
I have kids.
Stop yelling. Stop yelling right now.
Okay. She is annoying the heck out of me already because it seems like she doesn't believe that the dads also have the right to have their kids. Like, they also have that right. I always hear that mothers, you know, they don't have the right, they don't get this, they don't do that. But it's like at least out here, a lot of the men don't have the right to see their own kids because of women that are like her. Finally, thank you. Someone freaking blocked her from comedy. I didn't know how to do it. Thank you. Thank you, princess.
Police know the man, seen here with Alicia, is allegedly behind the initial reports. Let's see what he has to say.
Ted, do you know why we're here? You can speak up too, sir, because I'm pretty sure you know why we're here.
With that man seemingly unwilling to fess up,
Why is she
Alicia decides
above
it's
him
time
like that?
to make a phone call.
See, that's just the dumbest thing because if the gender, like the roles were reversed, if the man was just standing over the woman like that, looking all freaking stupid, like he's about to hit her, everyone would like be all, it'll be a whole different story. But because she's the woman, she can go ahead and do that. And I'm sorry, but I thought this video said it was 11 freaking minutes. Why is it 17? I seen 11. Oh, that was the other channel. Okay.
That's fine. But we're going to take the kids now. Yes, we are.
No, you're not.
Kids, you guys have life jackets? Can you grab your life jackets? We'll get this straightened out when we get back to the house, okay? We're going to the house. Okay?
Moments later, Alicia gets a hold of that alleged lawyer. Let's see how far that gets her.
I'm in the middle of a lake right now in Wisconsin. They show up on a boat telling me they're taking the kids, and at first they didn't even know the names of their dad, or who the dad was.
I misspoke. I apologize.
I know that, but you're in charge of Dom too. So I have it in writing on how long I'm supposed to get him. You can just call the cops or call the sheriff or something. Well, but you're my lawyer. I have it in writing how long I'm
She's regretting that legal choice. They're kind of like, no. The cops say it, take him. A lawyer can't do anything against the cops being right there, can they?
Lisa, stop swearing. You don't have to worry. You guys don't have to worry. Don't be scared. We'll get it straightened out.
Yeah, you're scaring the kids. Like, you could have not made a scene.
But your dad wants you to come back. Okay? It's okay.
That is so sad.
Okay. Well, they're going to come with us now, and then you can.
They're not
Yes.
going with you now.
Okay. Alicia, if you obstruct and resist us, we're going to place you in handcuffs in front of your children. You don't want that. Okay? You don't want that.
Police decide they've had enough and board the pontoon.
Alicia, you're going to go in handcuffs.
Sorry about this. The message.
Come across. Come on, guys. We're not going to do that. Okay? We're not going to do that. You got shoes and stuff, bud? Go ahead and step right out here. I can hold your hand here. I'll step right down towards you. There you go. All right. That's all right, bud.
Maybe you should know what you're gonna say before you come here. Come in here saying the wrong name of the dad. You
Sorry.
piece of cop.
Sorry I misspoke, Alicia.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, it's not his problem. Like, two different dads. Isn't it?
No, we're good. Okay. We're going back to the house.
What house?
The house where you guys are staying to get the belongings. We're going to this landing over here where we belong. You guys can have seats. Yep. Alright. Alright. Let that one unload. Let's, it'll be okay, I promise.
Officers get those kids safely ashore where they decide to split up. Let's join officers at the home where they're looking to collect the kids' belongings.
This is all stuff to take to them? Okay.
Are they not coming up here? I don't get to see them again.
They're not here right now, no.
So you guys, wait, no. You guys are just coming to get their stuff? Like,
Yep.
I thought Greg was coming up here and I would get to say goodbye to my kids.
Here's the deal, ma'am. If you wouldn't have acted the way you did on the boat, we would have put in that
Obviously
position.
not if you're not letting me say goodbye.
Ma'am, if you wouldn't have acted that way on the boat, we would have let you, we would have brought them here, we would have done whatever we needed to.
Police are able to get most of the kids' stuff, but a missing booster seat soon reopens a can of worms.
So, can we get the booster seat out of your truck? Can we get the booster seat out of the truck? Yeah, go ahead. Okay, is there anything else left in there? I'm not coming in, if there's anything else that she wants to bring out, or otherwise we'll get out of here. They're not coming here. I don't think so.
Oh, Greg. Get a hold of Greg, see what I mean. When you get a hold of Greg, it's going to be over there right now.
If the dads are okay with it, that's fine. But right now, yeah. I can at least grab the seat quick.
It should be unlocked.
Okay. All right. I'll come back in just a minute and kind of see what's going on, all right?
Have you ever wondered why we are paid every 2 weeks when we work?
No, I haven't.
With Earn In, you can access.
Officers grab the booster seat and return to talk to the man.
You trying to get out of here, man.
Yeah, she's got to go. She's destroying my house. I'm down 2 TVs and a bunch.
Destroying your house?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this broken glass in the bedroom is what she says. Not that she's on.
Has she hit you?
Yeah.
When did she hit you?
Yesterday morning. The rocks in the driveway.
She was throwing rocks at you?
No, she's using them as restaurants. Big rocks.
Okay.
You've been there. I'd really not get involved in it this time, man. So, you ready, boys? She's gotta go.
No, we're not trying to take her anywhere. We just. But if there's a problem here, we can't leave you with that either.
Yeah, I think.
Does she have somewhere she can go?
Why does he seem... See, this is what I'm talking about. He seems so scared. And now I know why the other dads want their kids back. Like, she seems like she is abusive. Like, I hate seeing people go through abuse. And it's even funnier when it's women that are...
So you want her out?
She's probably going to pull the card, oh, I'm being abused too. She seems like that person.
But then she's going to come back and she's starting to kill all my family at least 1,000 times.
What?
It sounds like you need a restraining order to start with.
Seconds later, Alicia decides it's time to make another appearance.
Well, she used that today to have the kids taken away from you. And the only thing that she could do was get them into Mike's and Greg's hands.
They're mine.
What are you guys doing here?
We were just here to get some of the stuff.
Dad, right now, Ted is probably trying to tell me I'm not staying in the house, and there's 2 cops at the door, so they're probably giving
That is not what's going on.
Then I need you guys to go.
That's not how this is gonna go.
Just go home. Like your dad said. I got a problem, guys.
Alicia makes a dramatic exit, but police aren't far behind.
Go where?
Like your parents said.
No.
Yes.
You have to come home. You have to leave. No.
Don't hit my dog.
Oh my god, yep, I would just.
I am talking to my dad for a second.
Then talk. I'm gonna stand right here while you do it.
Dad?
After allegedly kicking that dog, the suspect continues her conversation.
I would be like, get the heck out of my freaking house. And we kicked my dog.
I don't care, Dad. I'm saying something. I want to talk to Ted privately. Dad, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the officer.
That's not gonna happen.
Why?
Because of
You-
what you just did. That's not gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Because I scurried away and got back from him.
You were kicking.
The dog was in my face.
You're not talking to me privately right now. That's not how it's gonna go.
I hope she never gets those
I
kids.
need you guys to come up here, Dad, and help me.
It doesn't sound like she has full custody, so I'm
Police give our
glad about
suspect
that.
time to talk, but eventually decide it's time to move on.
Well, we gotta come up with a solution for what's going on right now.
Yeah. Well, right now I'm talking to my dad.
Okay. But we can't stand here all night, so we gotta come up with a solution now.
Okay.
Okay?
So you guys are gonna stand here while I grab everything that's mine?
Well, I'm gonna give you a couple options. Okay? I'm sure Ted is nice enough to make arrangements so you can get the rest of your stuff and get what you need for tonight, and you go, or you're gonna have to go with us because you can't stay here.
What were my options?
I said you can gather up the stuff you need for tonight, and you can go, and Ted will make arrangements to get the rest of your stuff
Why
to you.
can't Ted and I go through everything together and you guys just stand there?
Because we don't have all night to do that. You're gonna have to make other arrangements if you have that much stuff. So your options are you get what you need and go, or we're going to take you. And I don't want to take you. Okay? I would rather just do this peacefully.
Just do what I want. Get your stuff. And head this way.
Alicia starts to gather her things, with one item taking high priority.
I need some medicine and I need some.
It's right there.
Yeah, I know where my medicine
in your
is.
way. It's in your way. Just right there.
Am I allowed to take any of the weed or no?
Well, you're not allowed to possess it, so no.
Well, here, come on, I'll show you.
I'm not worried about get your stuff.
No, I'm getting half my weed.
You're not taking it with you.
Well,
It's not-
actually, technically, it's not mine though, so.
It doesn't matter whose it is. You can't legally possess it.
Do you have a history with having maybe an addictive personality?
No, I don't. So
Do you
It
look
seems
like you're
like
gay?
you're-
Yes.
Police follow the suspect into the basement, where she continues searching for the marijuana
That's
in
a
front of police,
big freaking
despite it
basement.
being illegal in Wisconsin.
Here, let me let you get it, Ted.
Yeah, me too. I definitely asked if I could take the weed too. Oh, I did not mean to pause that. I was trying to put it back in my ear. If I ask, yep, the weed would already be in my system, to be honest.
I just gave you your options. You get your necessities and leave on your own.
I'm trying to find them. I lived here for over a year. I'm looking for my stuff.
None of your necessities are down here. It's under construction.
Alicia gives up the search.
Yeah, necessities,
Turns to the
clothes,
closet.
toothbrush,
This
toothpaste,
situation
whatever.
goes from bad
That's it,
to
basically.
worse.
You could bring me some tubs.
What's tubs? Oh,
I don't think
you call that bad.
much, do you? You're supposed to be going.
Oh my god, she's in the military?
I'm going.
That's why she's psycho.
Tubs, Ted. We bought tubs. Like, what the you little?
Ma'am,
Get
you need
back.
to stop yelling.
Is he retarded or he doesn't understand? We bought
ma'am,
tubs. We bought tubs.
this is your last chance. If you continue to yell and swear, you are going to go into custody. I've had enough.
Swearing?
Yes, I've had enough. Get your stuff and let's go.
I'm getting my stuff. I'm allowed to swear.
You are not.
Freedom of speech.
This close.
Yeah.
Get your stuff.
I got in trouble doing the same you do. I mean, I got hurt doing the same you do.
Get your stuff.
I'm
Let's
getting.
No, you didn't. See, she's in. Yeah, he literally has the patience that I would not be able to have. She says that she's in the military, but in the military, you don't talk to police officers like this. You don't talk to anyone like this. And even, like, you could raise your voice and everything, but the way she's going about it, it's not that of someone who's been in the military. Like, that's someone who has anger issues.
Quit telling me to do it.
Like, I tell her to look for the weed, smoke it, calm down, and let's go.
Hurry along our suspect. Officers
She needs to
decide
calm down.
enough is enough.
You don't get in trouble for all the he has, but I get.
Top still with so much shit.
That's so typical, you guys.
What is she even looking for now? She's still looking for the weeds?
Ma'am, if I wanted you to be in trouble, I'd have took you to jail a long time ago. You're trying my patience.
Yeah.
Get your stuff and let's go.
Do you not see me getting my
I
stuff?
told you to get your necessities.
And I'm getting my. You see my necessities?
That's not necessary.
My medicine, my stuff from the military.
It's enough.
Finally, yay. If I could give this cop a high five, finally.
Police deploy a taser after Alicia allegedly hit one officer multiple times.
Turn over on your belly now. Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
Oh my god. Sounds like a goddamn pterodactyl. She sounds like she needs to be on Jurassic Park.
You guys almost broke my wrist the other day. So how about you guys lock me?
Hang on, we'll get them done. All right.
You're not supposed to say somebody when you have other medical conditions.
You're not supposed to punch a law enforcement.
Yeah, like, I paused at the right time. You're not supposed to punch a police officer, and with medical conditions, they can still tase you. You're not gonna... Well, we have a screaming species of dinosaur. Yes. And my mom is calling. Hold up. Because I am on stream. I don't know how to do that with this. Hold on, guys. Oh my god. Allow. God dang. I'm on live. You keep eating.
Officer either.
I was getting my stuff.
What do you have? What do you have so I can let the ambulance know? Ma'am, what conditions do you have?
Yeah, this is the second time you jump on all over me. I was getting my stuff. You
350, sorry. Can you have an ambulance respond here also?
Alright, call.
Okay. Heck, you getting walked on, so.
That's your dad right here on the phone.
Yeah. Hey, I'll talk to you in a couple minutes, sir. We got to finish this. Yeah. Okay, I'll talk to you in a couple minutes. We ready?
Okay. You want to come grab her then, and I can roll her up?
Yeah.
Alright. Roll her on your left side first.
We gotta get them probes out too, so.
Ready? Roll her on your left side, okay?
Yeah, you see all these bruises on me? That's what you guys did to me the other day, too. That's what you guys did to me the other day,
I wasn't here the other day.
Yeah, well, all these bruises on me is what you guys did to me the other day, too.
Alicia is led out to a patrol car where she's headed for jail, now with multiple charges.
Maybe, I don't know.
Go ahead and take a seat in there.
Alicia Orzel was charged with battery on a law enforcement officer and misdemeanor disorderly conduct for domestic abuse.
You alright? Yeah, I'm good. A couple times. Rowan's right here, a couple times in the back, but I'm good. Ian should be just about here. I'll have him follow you up. If you just
Okay, so I was listening.
As for those children,
I was listening, and then someone called me. So sorry about that. But yeah, I did not know that we had a streamer. New species of dinosaurs.
You sure?
that nice officer took them to get ice cream while they waited for a guardian to arrive.
Oh, that's so nice. I love when people are nice to kids because, like, they didn't do anything, you know? That is, This is the second one that we're going to be watching. So, again, sorry about that. My mom did call. But, yeah. I don't even know. That one, I feel like the way she acted is probably why she's divorced. And why she has why she has kids with two different people. Just because of the way she acts. And her trying to say she's in the military but acting stupid like that, it is, But this is the last video that we're going to do, and then we're probably going to get into some stories. I have 2 stories just because I haven't been feeling too good today. And I believe I'm only able to do probably like 2 stories. So, but this one is, you guys can go ahead, go subscribe to them. I left it on just for a little bit, like always. And then I'll also link it in the description box below. So yeah, this one is, this mom left her baby alone to drink with friends again. My God, do people just not like kids? Is my question.
Why are there so many cops? Big cops for it? Do you know how much alcohol you have today? I drank a buzz ball. A buzz ball. My baby has no phone. Claire, you are under arrest. I'll be put by himself.
It's just before 3 p.m. in Mesa, Arizona, where police pull over a suspected drunk driver who allegedly left her baby home alone.
Driver, step out of the vehicle with your hands in the air. Put them on your head. Stand up. Face away from us. Face away. Walk back towards the sound of our voice. Slowly. Keep your hands on your head at all times. Walk back.
Hey, Twig.
Backwards. Walk backwards.
Twig, you guys come over here, help us with the IA team.
Stop right there.
The suspect was caught in these traffic cameras where her car can be seen drifting into a turn lane, stopping well behind traffic at a light. And get this? A caller told police that the driver was momentarily passed out behind the wheel.
What?
Moments later, the car again drifts into another lane, but police quickly catch up to the dangerous driver.
How much alcohol have you had to drink today, Claire? I don't even know what today is. Okay. Do you know how much alcohol? It is freezing. Do you know how much alcohol you had today? I drank a buzz ball. A buzz ball. Okay, how many buzz balls did you have? Okay, what else did you have besides that? That's it. Okay. Are you taking any medications? Are you taking any drugs? When's the last time you
I have a hard time believing that.
What time do you think it is right now? I think it's like 2 p.m. Okay, so when did you have it? 12. 12? Okay. Alright. What's in the buzz ball? Well, it's almost 3 o'clock, so I wasn't with you, so I don't know. I looked it up. Tequila and rum. Tequila and rum. Okay. Alright. So you did not handcuff her, right, or did? Okay. So I'll explain all of that to you, okay? But what I'm gonna have you do is just turn around and face the vehicle for me, okay? I'm gonna take these handcuffs off, okay?
Police identify the suspect as 23-year-old Claire Meacham, who admitted to drinking a buzzball.
Did you get in a crash or anything?
Just calm down. Can you put your hand on your head?
Quinn Talon was bleeding from his butt. His rear end had just scraped hard against the asphalt as two bullets.
Okay. These ads need to go away.
Put your hand on your head, please. There you go. Possibly your.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Just hang on.
Okay, Claire, you can turn around for me. Here, is someone good? Stand right here for me. Do you have a child? Do I have a kid? Do you have a kid? Okay, where's your kid right now? My kid's at my house. Your kid's at your house? Where do you live?
Police discover Claire has a 5-month-old child, and one officer actively works to make sure that baby is okay.
Okay, you're fine. Just relax, okay?
I feel like I killed someone.
Real time is awesome.
I want to kill someone.
Who's with your child right now?
Friend.
A friend?
Yeah, but...
So the baby's safe?
Yeah, but I told her I was going home.
Alright, that's alright. We'll get you home eventually, alright?
Like I said, as far as we know, we don't know if anybody's been injured or anything like that, okay? So you're okay.
I don't think I hurt someone.
She seems really nice. But like, leaving your kid at the
Claire initially
house
tells
by
police
themselves.
her baby is with a friend. Let's see what she says after some field sobriety tests.
Hang on. I'm just going to have you stand like that, okay? So left foot on the line, then right foot in front of it and touch heel to toe, okay? And you'll stay in that position until I tell you to move, okay? Do you understand? Heel to toe. Yep. Are you able to stand like that for me? Heel to toe. Hang on. Don't go anywhere. I just need you to stand like that, okay? So left foot on the line, right foot in front of it and touch heel to toe. Arms down by your
See, I'm sober and I can't even do that.
And you'll stay in that
But I have
position until I tell
problems
you
with my
to move,
hips, so
okay?
I would just be screwed.
You
They would
understand?
think I'm drunk.
Okay. When I tell you to, you'll take 9 heel to toe steps down the line. Yep, 9 heel to toe steps down the line. With each step, you'll make sure your heel touches your toe. You'll watch your feet at all times. Count your steps out loud. Don't stop once you've started, okay? When you get to your 9th step, you'll leave your lead foot on line. So there's the small steps to turn around, then 9. Count. Yep, you'll count out loud. 9 heel to toe steps back, okay? Can I ask a question? Sure. Why are there so many cops? Did they kill someone? Not that I'm aware of. Why are there so many cops? Because you were on the city streets and then on the freeway, and we've been trying to catch up to you, okay? So I'll explain that to you in a few minutes, okay? Let me demonstrate with 3 steps for you, okay? You'll remain standing like that, okay? So go ahead and stand like that for me. Left foot on line and right foot in front of it. Okay? Arms down by your side. Okay? So when I tell you to, you'll take 9. You know what? Just stop right there. Just stand right there, okay? I can do it. I can do it. No, I'm just going to have you stand right there, okay? Just relax. However you'd like to stand is just fine, okay? So I'll just have you relax. Just stand right there, okay? However you'd like to stand is just fine. You don't have to have your arms a certain way or anything. You can put them down by your side. You're going to arrest me right now? What I'm going to ask for you to do right now is I'm going to asked if you'll give me a breath sample. Are you willing to do that? Okay. I won't die. Why are you gonna die? Why would you say that? Okay.
Can I see my mom first?
Are you 20? Are you 18 years old? How old are you?
22.
Okay, so you're over 18. So we're not gonna talk to your mom right now, but you can give her a call in a little bit, okay? So put your lips around this straw and blow out for me. Keep blowing, keep blowing. Okay, thank you. Just stand right here, don't go anywhere.
An arrest report shows Claire blew a .23, nearly 3 times the legal limit for driving. With the writing on the wall, our suspect decides it's time to come clean.
Hey, I want to thank Upside for sponsoring this body cam. Upside is actually...
I'm really bad. Can I take mine?
Okay, so
My baby has
Claire,
no him.
Claire, you are under arrest. I'll have you put your
He's by
hands behind
himself. Please go get my baby.
You just said your friend was with her.
No. Please get my baby. Please, can I just call my mom? Please get him. Please get him. Please get him.
Where is he?
Please.
Okay.
No.
Just relax.
I want my baby to
Why
be
she's
so
bouncing?
with him. I love him
She looks like
so
she's
much.
stimming.
I don't even matter. I'm gonna kill myself. I hate myself.
Why are you gonna kill yourself?
Because my dad died. I hate myself so much. I'm not even meant to be alive. I hate myself so much. Please.
Claire is cuffed and taken to jail, where she was charged with DUI and child negligence. Police reports show that Claire told investigators she had been drinking at her home earlier in the day before leaving to go to a pool.
Actually, just put her on the side. It's okay.
Please go home.
Can you just shut the door, everything for me?
The 23-year-old later pleaded guilty to the charges. As for her baby, officers rushed to check on the child.
Was the child actually alone? Please tell me there's someone with that baby. Doesn't seem like there's anyone with that kid.
Hi, this is
Well,
Officer
there
Jessica
actually
Cho
is.
with the Mesa Police Department. Are you inside? Are you?
right now. From the house.
Yeah, can you open the door?
Is there something going on?
Yes.
I'm at a different residence.
Where's the child?
I don't know, but I will come home right now, okay?
How far are you?
I'm with Grandma.
But how far are you?
10 minutes away.
Okay.
From that airport.
Okay, you have a key to get in?
Yes, I do.
Okay, all right. If you can hurry, please. Hi, Gary. Yeah.
Oh, that is so sad. She actually left the kid alone.
You're all right, buddy. Think we can wait 10 minutes? I heard it. That's good enough for me.
Police managed to get a hold of someone through a Ring doorbell, but after hearing the baby crying, officers decide not to wait and enter the home.
Mesa Police! Mesa Police Department! Anybody in here? Hey, ma'am, we're going into the residence, so just be aware we're going to be in. We have a key. Yeah, we got a key. There's a big dog up there. Is that dog aggressive? Huh? Hi. Hi, Papa. Hi. How you doing? You okay?
He is shaking.
Hi.
Man, I want to. She better go to freaking jail.
Clear the house. I'll stay with him. Yeah. Hi, Chulo.
Losing your
That
job
is so
hard
freaking
enough,
sad.
but being wrongfully terminated
How
because
can
of
you
discrimination, harassment, or
leave
retaliation.
a poor baby?
Clear the house. I'll stay with him.
We still got a little bit more.
Yeah. Hi, Chulo. Hi. Hi. Get the car seat and see if you can get a diaper bag or something. Hi. Put out there that baby's code 4. That's enough. I don't know if it's old. I don't know. Hello. Grab some diapers if you see them.
Lincoln 82, did you copy that? Lincoln 82, alright, it's on. Child was confirmed Buffalo. Copy. Whoever's primary, we're going to have to charges for that, and everybody will be escorted.
Grandma's gonna be here in 10 minutes. She was at the 202 in University, so yeah, get some wipes and maybe. I think we just hang out.
Also, we have the photos in the back of her car.
I just don't know about the.
Yeah, we don't want dog to come in.
The dog over there? Yeah, I don't know if it's a dog or not.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a big dog. Okay.
It's nice, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if he needs changing. I don't know that.
The baby was found safe, and those nice officers watched over him while they waited for Grandma to arrive.
We just secured the baby and we're feeding it right now. And we have him in his car seat and we're getting a diaper bag ready just in case, and Grandma should be here soon.
What's up, buddy? Oh yeah, that's good stuff. That's the good stuff. You're like, thanks, man. I was overdue for some lunch.
DCF was contacted, and the child was later released into Grandma's custody.
See, that is sad. I can't understand how people just leave their kids there. Like, why do people do that? It just seems so stupid. Okay, so now we are going to go on to the stories. I have 2 stories, only 2 stories, and yep, okay. So I have, let me see real quick, I have to put this in the thing. Okay. Okay, so now we are going to, let's see, now we are going to go to the stories. I'm not entirely... Alright, here's what we're going to do. Since I don't know how to really get out of it, we are going to... let me see... I have to figure out which part it is. Let me see. Do I still have it? So you guys are going to see some pictures. Hold on. Oops, that's not what I was doing. Where is the picture? Okay, well, we're just gonna do this one. You guys are gonna see this. Thank you for the likes. By the way, I'm not sure if I said thank you. Okay, so you guys are going to see this while we read some stories because I don't know how to take it off. Let me set up my setup here. Okay. All right. Alright. So now we have some stories. Again, I do only have 2 right now, but if I do find another one, I will add it in. Let me see. Okay, so this first one's kind of lengthy. We'll leave this for the last. This one's a little bit. Okay. Alright, so this is a warning. If you hear kids calling outside your window after 2 a.m., don't go. Don't answer, and whatever you do, don't say your name. There's something wrong with my street, my town, and it starts after midnight. You'll hear laughter, children playing, sometimes tag, sometimes jump rope, sometimes just calling. But we all know better. You don't open the window, you don't peek through the blinds, and you never go outside. I told Emily this. She didn't believe me. She thought it was just some dumb story I made up to scare her. She doesn't think that anymore because she's gone. Emily came to live with us in January. Her mom, my aunt, was diagnosed with leukemia, and my parents said it'd just be for a while. But I knew better. The grown-ups had that quiet, serious tone they only use when things are really, really bad. Her mother's condition weighed on her greatly. They were all each other had. Emily and I were both in 5th grade, but we weren't exactly close. I mean, she was my cousin, but we weren't friends. She cried a lot, didn't talk much at school. We didn't like the same things. My mom said she just needed time to adjust, and she needed me. The community Creek School was just a block away, at the dead end of our street, a small charter school, praised for its community atmosphere. Small class sizes and great test scores. Emily got assigned to Miss Blackburn's class. The Miss Blackburn. Everyone knew about her. She'd been teaching 5th grade since the 90s, and somehow still looked like she was in her 30s. All the boys called her MILF, but I was pretty sure she didn't have kids. The juicy rumor was she was a witch who fed on kids to stay young. Dumb story, right? Our town had lots of these stupid tales. the older kids always used to try and scare us with the same one about the night kids. If you hear kids playing outside your house after 2 a.m., don't go. Don't answer. Don't say your name, or you'll join them. We were out in the yard late one night riding bikes. Mom called for us to come inside, jokingly warned us about the night kids and how they would come to get us. Afterwards, I explained a tale from our neighborhood to her. If you hear the kids, don't go outside. She laughed. What kids? The night kids. The ones that call you out. They only come after 2 a.m. She gave me a look. That's stupid. Yeah, it is, I said. But I didn't sleep well that night. I woke up to whispers, giggles, and a skipping rope sound. Then I heard the front door close. I sat up and went to Emily's room. Her bed was empty. I ran downstairs and flung open the door into the cold. Across the street by the creek, I saw them. Figures. Maybe 8 or 9 of them. Kids in Halloween costumes, pajamas, even clothes that looked way older. One had a cone party hat, another in a 90s windbreaker. Their eyes glinted like mirrors, and in the middle of them, I saw Emily, dazed, pale, walking like she was half asleep. I screamed her name. I ran to her, but she turned and looked at me like she didn't recognize me. I yelled her name again, but one of the children grabbed her hand and started pulling. Several then turned their gazes towards me, cold eyes warning me. One boy in pajamas started towards me, with teeth bared and hands raised. I stumbled backwards into the street. Opening his mouth, he released a chilling wail that sounded like 1,000 children in agony, screaming all at once. All I could do was run. When I got to the porch, panting, I turned to look back. I watched helplessly, terrified as they vanished into the woods with Emily. The cops were called, flyers went up, dogs sniffed, drones flew. Nothing. No sign, no prints, no Emily. Weeks passed. My aunt passed away. The cloud of Emily's disappearance has scarred our family forever. At school, we started working on the 5th grade legacy project, something each class does to leave a piece of themselves behind. This year's class chose a memorial, hearts painted on the back wall with our names inside. But while we were outside looking at projects from the past, something caught my eye. In the back corner stood a totem-like pole made of a wood block adorned with plaster cast faces. I stared at one near the bottom. I knew it. Emily's face. The plague read, 5th grade class legacy project, 1997. Guided by Miss Blackburn. That would have been her first year here, and if that's true, how does she still look exactly the same? That afternoon I went to her classroom after hours. Her blinds were drawn, the room was empty, quiet, but something felt off. A drawer on her desk was slightly open, so I peeked. Inside I saw something small and plastic. Emily's hair clip. My hair clip. The sparkly pink one with stars I let her borrow the night she vanished before she went to bed. Then I locked my window. I stuffed towels under the crack in the door. I buried myself in blankets. Every light was on. Still I heard it. The giggles, the skipping, the whispering. Then Emily's voice, right outside my window. She said my name. Well, that one was creepy. I have to keep on remembering to make sure that this thing stays on. That one is... that one was all bad. I don't like it at all because I sleep with my window open because it gets hot. And I don't like that. I really don't. Okay, let me see. Okay, I'm going to take a few minutes. Okay, so this official last story, just because I've been in here for a long time. Where is it? That is way too long. Okay. This one is called My Dad Tried Warning Me About the Dangers of the Cold. I Wish I Listened. Hold on one moment because I need water. Okay, got my water in there. I am perfectly fine now. Alright. Okay. The last few winters have been pretty mild, all things considered. I grew up with parents who lived through the blizzard of '78 and talked about it any chance they got. My dad was a little bit of a prepper. We always had a generator, kerosene heater, and shelves full of canned food in case of an emergency. My parents relocated to a warmer area 2 years ago. They seemed to enjoy the mild weather and beaches. They only visited my siblings and I in the Midwest during the summer. We were, of course, free to visit them anytime. Unlike most families, I really don't mind the winter. I wasn't particularly sensitive to cold and enjoyed the way the world slowed down, at least after the holidays. My phone rang, waking me up from a dead sleep. I rubbed my eyes, annoyed that someone was calling at 8 o'clock sharp on a Sunday. Hey, Dad, I answered. Hey, son, how are you? I yawned, pretty tired. Is everything okay? I asked. Of course, I was hoping his call was nothing serious, but at the same time, I wasn't very happy about getting woken up so early. Dad must have sensed the slight annoyance in my voice. Sorry to call so early, but I wanted to give you a heads up about the cold weather coming up. I was confused. Winter weather was typical in the Midwest. Obviously, some years were worse than others, but it wasn't like some of the southern states, where the world shuts down for an inch of snow. Okay, what's up? I asked. Dad immediately launched into a long explanation about how This weekend would be some of the coldest weather we've ever seen, and gave me tips on protecting my home and car from the effects of the cold. I silently nodded along, too tired to register a lot of it. All in all, I knew the drill. Change the furnace filter, don't alternate temperatures on the thermostat, let the water drip to avoid pipes freezing, keep emergency supplies on hand in case of an outage. I know you know all this, son. It's just the dad in me wanting to remind you. I began to feel guilty. Here I was annoyed at getting the call so early, but he was doing everything just to look out for me, even though I'm 28 and several states away. Thanks, Dad, I got it. Hey, one more thing, he said. There was a long pause, then he hesitated. The world gets a little, well, let's just say things can get a little different when the weather's like this, especially for days at a time. Double that if the power goes out. You can't be too careful. This felt weird, but I just assumed he was talking about crimes like looting and break-ins. I assured him I could handle it, then promptly got off the phone to get more sleep. Later that evening, I remembered what my dad had told me. The weather alerts were already showing up on my phone. If anything, the forecast was only getting worse. Snow and ice were predicted on top of an extreme cold. I made a trip to the local farm supply store and picked up an extra flashlight and some more canned food. I was trying to avoid the grocery store at all costs because it was usually mobbed right now. Before heading to bed, I made sure to let the taps drip, changed the furnace filter, and charged my extra power banks. My boss called and let me know not to come in tomorrow. I was pleasantly surprised. Work hadn't been called for weather since I'd worked there. I put on a movie and drifted off to sleep. The next morning I woke up to my alarm. Of course, I hadn't remembered to turn it off. I grumbled and shut it off. The house felt chilly. I got up to turn up the heat when I realized the lights were all off. Power was already out. I looked outside. Snow blanketed the yard and my car, and it continued to fall. I opened the curtains to let in the natural light and locate my kerosene heater. I figured I would wait a while to start it to conserve fuel. I had a pretty decent day. I stayed on my phone as much as possible, but at the same time I was trying to save some of the remaining battery. I did check in with a few friends and family who luckily were okay. Everyone in the village was without power and no one knew when it was coming back on. I spent most of the day cleaning and reading. I decided to head to bed early. I needed to save the candles, and there wasn't much to do anyway. My dog, Arlo, started barking. He was still a puppy and was always on edge during bad weather, so I didn't think much of it. But just as I was heading to bed, I heard a faint knock on my door. It was so light that if I hadn't been standing there just a few feet away, I wouldn't have heard it. I froze. By this point, Arlo had retreated to the bedroom. I debated opening the door. I lived out of town, and although I had neighbors, they were pretty far away. Definitely out of earshot. But I knew if I was stranded or broken down in this weather, I would want someone to help me. So I took a deep breath and opened the door. A woman who looked roughly my age stood there in a black cloak and jeans covered in snow. Her lips were almost blue from the cold. She stammered something about being lost. I glanced around and didn't see a car or anyone else. I hesitantly invited her in. I was normally smarter than this. I knew better than to let strangers into my home, especially after dark, but this felt like a life or death situation. I handed her a quilt as she sat on the couch. I tried to figure out where she was going, but her answers were vague and non-committal. She barely said anything at all. From what I could gather, she didn't have a phone or a car and was headed home, but didn't seem to know where home was. Is there someone I can call for you? I asked. She nodded. I unlocked my phone and handed it to her. She slowly typed in the number, then waited. Then closed the number, closed the phone, and handed it to me. No service, she said. I nodded. Last I had checked, I was still able to use my phone and data, but maybe now it was out due to the weather. I heard Arlo's low growl from the bedroom. I tried to call him over to calm him, but he wouldn't budge. What's your name? I asked. She provided it. I offered her water and a granola bar, and she accepted. I brought her the snack and drink and told her I'd be right back. Once I was out of sight, I googled her name out of curiosity. No social media or criminal records appeared, but something else did. She was listed as a missing person a few counties over. She'd been missing for almost a year. I tried calling my brother, but the call wouldn't go through. I tried calling the police too, but the call didn't go through either. I checked my call history to see what number she dialed. It appeared to be a bunch of digits, probably at least 15, in what looked like a random order with no area code. Frustrated, I put my phone back in my pocket and returned to the living room. The strange woman was gone. The front door was wide open and the snow and cold blew into the foyer. Damn it, I exclaimed, shivering. I looked outside and there was no trace of her. Oddly enough, not even footprints. I stepped outside and called out to her with no response. I shut the door and deadbolted it. I paced for a few minutes, trying to figure out what to do. If I didn't look for her, she could freeze to death. She was obviously disoriented and likely in danger. Frustrated at the prospect of having to go back outside, I put my boots and coat on. My car was covered in a thick layer of snow and ice. I could barely get the door open. It wouldn't start. I cursed and sat my head on the steering wheel. I checked again for the phone reception, but still had none. I walked up and down the street, calling out for her. The walk was cold as hell. The icy breeze burnt my eyes and throat. My hands and feet were going numb despite wearing gloves and winter boots. I decided to head home. There was no point in getting frostbite to find someone who probably didn't want to be found. I couldn't let go of the sick feeling that I could be the only thing standing between her and hyperthermia. As I treaded home, darker thoughts clouded my mind. What if Blaine was kidnapped and the perpetrators were using her to lure in new victims to be robbed or worse? I tried to push this out of my mind. I put on the warmest thermals and pajamas once I got home. Arlo was still on edge, so I patted him until he drifted off to sleep. My journey to sleep wasn't as easy. Every time I started to drift off, I'd immediately pictured a woman lost in the woods, shivering and crying. Finally, I fell into a more restful, dreamless sleep. My eyes shot open to the shrill sound of Arlo's bark. It was almost 2 a.m. I shushed him, but he wouldn't stop. I listened. In between barks, I heard a scratching noise. The sound was coming from my bedroom window. Probably some kind of animal, I reasoned. Still half asleep and not using my best judgment, I peered through the blinds. At first I couldn't see anything in the darkness, but just as I was about to go back to bed, I noticed something. My eyes adjusted rapidly as if kicking into survival mode. Another human eye met mine. I cursed and jumped back. I could see the outline of a man on the other side of the ice and snow glisten from his eyelashes and beard. I turned away, frantically reaching for my flashlight. The strange sound of fingernails scraping on the ice-covered window filled the room. "Who are you?" I yelled. There was no response. I called out again, but again he didn't respond. I debated what to do. The man clearly looked like he was in trouble, but I also had a hard time believing anyone trying to pry open a window on a random house that had good intentions. The scratching sound finally stopped. I waited a few seconds, then opened the blinds and shined my flashlight. What I saw was gruesome. The man standing at my window, only a few minutes before, was as still as a statue. His entire body was covered in ice, including his eyes, which stated forward with no movement. No breath escaped his lips. He was frozen solid. I gasped, trying to catch my breath. I opened my eyes. I was laying in bed. My phone was ringing. I sighed with relief. It was a dream. My brother's name lit up my phone screen. "Hello?" I answered. The reception was very choppy, but I could only hear every other word. I was able to gather that he and his family were trying to drive to my house, but broke down. I immediately sat up and stumbled around my room, looking for my clothes, barely able to hear anything over the static. I frantically tried to get their location. My brother had 2 young children, one toddler and one infant. I had let them know they could stay with me if the power went out, and if they ran out of fuel. Finally, I was able to understand that they were close to the pond. The pond was within walking distance from my house, and I often took Arlo for walks there when it was nicer out. I ended the call and donned my winter gear once more. I packed an extra flashlight and headed out. The walk to the pond normally took 5 minutes, but it took me almost 15 minutes because of the snow and wind. I finally approached the pond, but saw no sign of their car. I repeatedly tried to call him, but the call kept dropping. I circled the pond, looking for any sign of my brother and his family. I hoped that he would know better than to walk away from the car, but maybe he went to get help. "Help me," I heard a soft voice. It sounded like a child, but it wasn't either of my nephews. I paused. "Help me," I heard it again. The tone of the voice didn't seem to match the urgency of being stranded in this freezing hellscape. It was monotone, devoid of emotion and urgency. I continued around the pond when I hit a patch of ice. I slipped and fell, landing only a few inches from the pond. I knew getting water anywhere on my body right now could lead to hypothermia. I slowly pulled myself up, trying not to slip again, but then I felt something around my ankle. I turned around to see a pale face of what looked like a young boy poking out of the water. Ice and snow covered his face and hair. Despite being in freezing water, he didn't shiver and his movements were slow and deliberate. His eyes were pitch black and his face was so unnaturally pale that the snow and moonlight seemed to reflect off of it. He pulled my ankle, trying to pull me into the freezing water. I frantically kicked and dug my gloved fingers into the snow, pulling away. Finally, I broke free. I heard frantic movement in the water, but couldn't bring myself to turn and see if he was following me. I frantically ran home. Well, as close to running as one can when your feet are completely numb and the ground is covered in snow and ice. I fell a few times, but luckily was able to get back up. Finally, I reached the front door. I was out of breath and felt weak. My vision tunneled, and I collapsed in my entryway. I woke up to a weird sensation on my cheek. "Stop it, Arlo," I mumbled as I opened my eyes. Sure enough, Arlo was licking my face. I glanced over to see my brother as well as his family, sitting in my living room. "Oh, thank God you're awake," exclaimed my brother. I sat up, confused. He explained to me that he noticed a bunch of missed calls from me early in the morning, and when he couldn't reach me, they decided to check on me, only to find me collapsed in the doorway. He appeared confused when I brought up him calling me from the pond. "We were asleep until 5. That's when I saw your calls and ended out here." I nodded. I checked my call history and sure enough, there was an incoming call from him at 2 this morning. His wife speculated that maybe I hit my head. I went along with this. It would explain a lot. After resting for a bit, I excused myself to my room and opened the blinds. The bright sunlight glinted through the ice. And finally, I noticed, as the sunlight revealed, the scratch marks. Okay. God dang, I did not know that reading that much was going to make my throat hurt. Guess it did. Okay, so I honestly think I am done for today because I read 2 stories, which I mean, it's completely fine. I read 2. And then we also did the body cam footage, so I mean, oh god, I'm tired. I mean, I would say I did kind of a lot. We've been on stream for 2 hours now. But I think we are going to end up ending this live just because we have been on here for quite a while. I hope you guys enjoyed these body cam footages along with these stories. I know I haven't really been doing a lot of stories and just like I haven't really been doing a lot. I've been having a lot of health issues that has been surfacing, so it like kind of sucks. But let me see. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up ending the live because I've been in this position for way too long. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, you guys can comment down below any other creepypastas or like stories that you guys would want me to do, either while I'm on live or just in a regular video. I love hearing you guys' suggestions. You guys can go ahead and comment it on one of my other videos or this video when it finally goes up. But yeah, so thanks for watching and hearing me struggle with these stories and reading all the crackheads, well, not reading, but reacting to all the crackheads that police unfortunately have to deal with.